following is a presentation of the Pontywood Sports Network.
Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, powering Friday night.
Great song here on Game Time. Centerville wants to remind all fans that sportsmanship is a vital part of athletics. During the contest, if you see someone using poor behavior, please notify Centerville's administrator on site.
Serving our communities for over a century, Farmers State Bank.
Good evening, Wolves fans. Welcome to the big broadcast here on NETSN, on your home for the Wolves, NETSN and PSPN. And we're starting the season off here in Centerville against the Axtell Longhorns. And get things going right across the Dodge Jeep pregame show. It is with Coach Torrey Barnes on our interview. Coach, how's it going?
Good, man.
Awesome. Does he have it? Are we ready to go yet?
It's just, I don't know if we're ready to go. We'll see Thursday night.
We'll see how it goes, exactly. All right, Coach, let's start off talking a little bit about the past here. Not trying to, get it in, but you told me a few years ago that you had 3 words, and it still rises true for you guys, called trust the process. And you have, the kids have, the coaches that are here now have. I've believed in you guys in the same 3 words here, and it has got you to this point from where it was to now. That trust the process has got this program in a great place. So congratulations there, but you have to be very proud of what you've done here so far.
We just kind of kept our head down and kept chopping wood. We knew where we were coming into when we took over the situation. We'd had a lot of success previously, and we knew where the program was at that point in time, and it was going to take a few years to get it back where it needed to be, and it has.
Right.
So we stuck with it. Stuck with our principles, stuck with our philosophies, and the kids have bought in, and we're right where we need to be now.
Right, yeah, because I remember the 0-10, and then last year all the way to that regional final there. That's just great. The program is just growing, and kids have bought in, and it's just great in the community too. And some of the things that you've done with the men in this community to be a part of the program is just phenomenal. So you guys have done a great job here with that. Just various things that they've done here in St. Augustine. Now let's move on into the team health. It's always hot. You played here in Texas. I played South Texas. You know how hot it gets. But UIL doing something help out the kids with the safety. We got the thing called the bulb now. So there it is.
There you go.
And I've seen coaches just looking at it, just shaking their heads. And so how has that kind of changed your practice philosophy here in the hot preseasons we get in East Texas?
So we actually been good. It's only been a day or two where it's really gotten to where we couldn't put on pads or anything. I think one day last week we just had to go out and do the hour practice where we just did short shirt and helmet.
Right.
But for the most part, if you can get to about 5 o'clock in the evening, most of the time you're pretty good. We've been getting a pretty good wind. Right. Because all of those things are taken into consideration with it. It's not just the heat or the heat index. It's the heat, it's the humidity, it's the wind, it's how much sun is. And so all of those things are taken into consideration. So we've been pretty good. We've taken care of our kids, which we've always done. The wet bulb is new, but we've always taken care of our kids. I mean, we have on the sideline, we have tents, we have coolers with wet towels that they can put on. We have plenty of water for them. We have the fans out, and so we've always taken care of our kids. The UIL is just now mandating it and making you keep up with it. But there's nothing new for us really.
Right. Yeah, especially here in East Texas, you got to be able to make sure that you're taking care of the kids and hydrating because it just gets extremely hot out there with everything going on. All right, so I'm glad to see all that. But overall, after everything that's gone through in the preseason, you guys, you told me you had some few things going on here with the guys that might not be able to make that first start. But overall health good for the guys. So
Overall, we're in pretty good health. You know how anytime you go through fall camp, you're gonna have some nicks and some bruises, and so. But overall, we're ready to go, and we'll see how we can strap it up Thursday night against the number 6 team in the state.
Yeah, it's going to be a good one there. I tell you that too. All right, Coach. Let's move into some changes that have gone on. I know you added some great coaches here. You already had some good coaches here too, but you added a couple other ones here. So, give me an idea who you added to the staff this year.
I would say we may have the best staff in the state of Texas, especially in 2A. We were already, I would say, had a good staff. We've added Kyle Parks to the staff. He came from center. He coaches our receivers and our cornerbacks. We added Jamon Moore to the staff. He coaches safeties and running backs for us. And so we've had some really good additions to the football coaching staff. To the female side, we added Sean Lacey. She does our junior high volleyball and basketball, and she assists in high school volleyball. So we've had some really good additions. I'm really excited about what we've added and what they bring to the table. And so just like anything, a head coach is only good as the people that's around him. And I feel like I'm surrounded by really good coaches and really good people at this point.
Yeah, I believe so too. And I love Coach Cloudy, and he's such the intense defensive guy there. And the other night at the scrimmage, I looked at him and I said, "Coach, I can tell by your face you're not happy." He said, "No, I'm not." And I said, "I'm just going to leave you alone, Coach." The other way. But a great guy there. We'll talk more about Coach coming up here. But you've had a couple of scrimmages here, Coach, and got to see the guys out there. Got some new guys that have come in here. But how you feel after those first couple of scrimmages? I know on the one in Alto we had some guys that didn't really get some time in there. But how you feel? How you set your team? You got
Here's a sign Augustine had won the coin toss and deferred to the second half. That means your Axtell Longhorns will be... Thank you. You will remain standing. We're going to ask the St. Augustine Wolves Band to please play the national anthem.
It's on 8 now. Did we lose? I don't know if you lost me for a minute. It switched to 8.
For the Longhorns is number 14, P. Arlett.
It switched to 8.
Number 6,
Do you not hear me now?
Go! Go! number 2.
You got the tight end.
Renfro.
You got the tight end, Jones. Tight end, Cam. Go get it, JJ.
All right, here we go, and it's going to be a handoff over to the right side, and Adrian Renfro going to take it over. He's going to run up the field there. He's going to get close to the 10-yard run there, and Renfro going to take it up there. Going to pick up about 9. Renfro all the way up to the 37-yard line.
I'm going to say it's not a lot of fun to tackle that young man.
Adrian Renfro is an athlete. He's been looked at by a bunch of folks here. He's a senior. He's got a lot of people checking him out. He's a really good guy. He can play in the receiver. He can play in the back here in the secondary. So he's a good guy to have on your field. And he must have jumped up there at least 2 inches in the offseason when I saw him the other day. So here we go. As it is a 2nd down and 1, Renfro going to hand off and is going to give it to Adrian. We're going to get a stoppage of play as a flag comes in here. And it looks like it's going to be an offsides on the Wolves. We'll take it back to the 32-yard line. Watch out, man. What are you doing, man? Tearing stuff up.
I always enjoy the first game of the season. It's because it's unseasonably warm. Everybody's excited, and no one has it all together yet.
Exactly.
Coaches, cheerleaders, everybody's at the jitters, and that happens to us too. But you're good at figuring it out, Larry.
Yeah, you got to just roll with the punches here. Maybe get a little frustrated, but keep rolling with it. All right, so here we go. After the penalty, it's going to make it a 2nd down and about 7. Going to hand off once again in the backfield. And Renfro fighting through some tackles, still on his feet. Gets up close to that 1st down yardage. They may give it to him right there. As they'll take it right up to about the 38-yard line. A good 6-yard run there for
first
D.
down.
Renfro.
That's a first down.
That's a first down. That's a first down. We don't have anybody on the first downs this year, do we? We got to get that taken care of.
You can borrow Ray Jones if you want to.
We can definitely do that. That's enough for a first down for the Wolves. Looks like Brett jumped in there and took that play clock off for me. Thank you, Brett. I appreciate that. Get that thing going, see if we can catch up to it here. Here we go. First down and 10 here for the Wolves. Renfro now going to look to pass a nice little step. Oh, and he had his man wide open in the middle of Key Watts, and it just overthrows him. It's going to be a 2nd down on the incomplete pass.
He going to wish he had that one again?
Yeah, he going to wish he had that one back. That is for sure, for sure. He had him wide open right down the seam. There was nobody around him, and Watts would have been to the house. I know he would have been to the house.
For the Wolves.
So I really appreciate them for everything they've done here for us. Here we go.
Here's the pitch out. Going to drop it out here, and it's going to be Jackson. Jackson's going to turn the corner, and he's going to get above the 40-yard line. Stay inbounds there. Looks like he's going to be down there at about the 40 for a gain of about 2. Yeah, see, I hit that button and it restarted it. 3rd down, 8 for the Wolves. Renfro gonna look to pass down. All kinds of time there. Good job protection by the offensive line. Still looking for somebody to throw. Now gonna dump it off out here and finds his man. That's DeAdrian. He's at the 50-yard line, breaks a couple of tackles, and he's gonna be above the 50-yard line and get into Axtell territory, and that's where he's gonna be.
The Wolves take this first drive and really kind of commanding. Big chunks of yardage at a time. This is their 3rd first down, across the 50-yard line, the first journey into Longhorn country. First down at 10 at the 47, and the Wolf pack rolling early.
Yeah, that's a good job there. Good job by that offensive line. Gave Renfro all kinds of time there and finally found somebody directing traffic. And now Renfro's going to hold himself, but a good job in the backfield, but he gets away. Max Renfro takes it up to the 40-yard line on a good 7-yard run there. And it'll be now a close to a first down. Maybe it'll go with a 3rd down and about 3.
Good tackle by Taylon Perkins. Without Perkins, it's probably not a touchdown, but it's deep. It's probably red zone.
All right, so we're going to say 3rd and 4. What in the world happened there? That's not supposed to be there. So 2nd down and about 4 here. Going to hand off, and a nice job getting in the backfield there by the Longhorns this time. Get it up maybe to the 39-yard line for a 1-yard run. So now it's going to be a 3rd down and 3.
Is this their first 3rd down? First real opportunity for Axtell to stop this. Of course, given where they are, it's probably 4-down territory, but that's been a pretty dominant start for the Wolves. See if they can continue here, and your roster is best I could write it.
Oh, you're good, man. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. All right, so here we go as we get after here. Low snap here. Renfro going to pick it up. Oh, and there's Watts in the middle. He's got him wide open once again. That same play, and they found it. This time, touchdown Wolves as they take it right down the gut there on a 39-yard touchdown pass play. Watts got it right open right there once again, and he was able to get in there and get the touchdown once again and find it right in the seam, and it's touchdown Wolves.
Just a pitch and catch, Larry.
That was nice right there. Definitely needed that one. Did the move it. So here comes Barrios for the extra point attempt. And the kick is up. It is blocked. Longhorns trying to pick it up. The Wolves trying to lay on it, and they do. And it's going to be a 6-0 lead here for the St. Augustine Wolves, as it will be a kick onto the way here for Axtell. But a good job there by the Wolves as they take it down 72 yards onto that pass, or on that touchdown drive, and take it in 39 yards on the pass play from Renfro to Watts. We got to get a commercial break in here, so we're going to get right to that, folks. We'll be right back. NETSN.
Serving our communities for over a century, Farmers State Bank continues to meet the financial needs of East and Central Texas. With roots that run deep, Farmers State Bank serves as a source of financial strength to meet the needs of our neighbors. From a comprehensive range of financial products to individual service, we remain dedicated to being
back here, folks, end of the kick. It's going to be a long kick once again. It's going to go out of bounds right there about the 1-yard line. And so it'll come out here. So Axtell will start off here with 4:11 left to go here in this first quarter, and I'll do a better job of that time on that clock whenever we get ready to go here in that next quarter, folks. So my apologies. So
maybe I can work it for you.
You're good. I just got to get to the right spot here. So it's a 1st down and 10, and we should be good to go. It's in the first quarter. We're good. I got it. It changed it around a little bit, so but it's all right. I'm just going to leave the clock like that, and then I'll restart it in the second quarter, so we'll just keep it good. We're good to go, man.
We'll just tell you, 4:11 to go in this quarter. Do it the old school. Old school
way.
Tiger Field.
That's right. All right, so Feathers. Leathers Levi Leathers
had his feathers ruffled, and he's got to answer now.
Yeah, he's got to find some kind of way to answer back here. As is good job there by the defense by the Wolves in that first inning drive. So starting off here at the 30-yard line, 4:11. There's a pass coming out here. Got his man out here inside the 40-yard line, and they'll go down there about midfield. And a nice job here by the Longhorns, as that is Klanika. Thank you to the PA guys down there, and it's a nice pass play for a first down. Takes it all the way up to the midfield stripe.
Yeah, that's what Axtell wants to do right there. 4, 5, 6 different receivers in the formation, and let him read and pick his poison, and he found it.
Yeah, Leathers wants to get rid of it quick. He's going to hand off this time. Is going to give it to Fernandez, going over to the left side. Breaks through, finds a few holes. Finally being tackled down there and out of bounds at about the 30. That's the 28-yard line by Max Renfro. That's a 22-yard first down run for Fernandez.
Yeah, trips right and to the Wolves' left, and so most of the team is on the left-hand side. They run it the other way, work big.
And it stays first down. That's 3 first downs here on this drive alone here as Leathers ready to go once again, see if he can get his team in the end zone. And now he's going to run it, but this time the Wolves right there to meet him. He might got 1 or 2 up to the 20. I'm going to say right at the line of scrimmage. Maybe 1 up to the 27.
The best scouting report I've gotten, it came from you. You told me the interior of the St. Augustine defense is their strength. They showed it there. 2nd and 9.
Here's Leathers going to throw it out in the flat. Got his man on the wide receiver screen. I've seen him do this quite a bit on some film. They do a really good job of this, and the Wolves got to be able to search that out when they see it. And it's down to the 20-yard line for a pass of about 7 yards on that pass play.
Hard to defend that. 3rd and short.
So Leathers going to hand off. Fernandez once again tries to turn the corner. Oh man, we had him in the backfield there. It looked like Jackson had him, but he still turns the corner, and he's going to take it up close to the 15-yard line, maybe down to the 16 for a gain of 4.
We are in the Sandy Cotton State Farm red zone for the first time. Wolves go down 3 first downs and a score, but the extra points blocked 6-0 with 2:30 to go in the first quarter, time ticking down. Axtell has a chance to kind of answer that first not so successful drive. 1st and 10 from the 15.
Yeah, Leathers going with Fernandez to his left side. We're going to get a timeout here on the field maybe, and it looks like we are going to get a timeout here by the St. Augustine Wolves, which will be good. That'll give us a chance to hear from some of those wonderful sponsors help bring us the ball game here live, loud and proud in Center.
Endicott State Farm Insurance in Center.
So, what's the difference between big banks and community banks?
Well, for starters, big banks make decisions far away from the people they serve.
While here, those decisions are made right here in your community.
And instead of seeing you as an account number, we
see you as a neighbor we know and serve every day.
And when you bank with us, your money stays here, supporting the community we all share.
And that's the community banking difference.
It's not switching either. Incomplete pass as we come back, as things are switching back just in time there, but just didn't switch just right there when I needed.
And what you missed was a really well-run pattern and a perfectly thrown ball, but then a couple of Wolves that were there dislodged it in the end zone. It was a catch, then it was.
Exactly.
Big hit.
Thought for sure it was going to be a touchdown there to ring it right back, but no, not happening there. All right. So Leathers coming right back out here. Fernandez to his left side here in pistol formation. Roll out to his left. Not going to look to pass again. Good job here. Oh, we're going to get a stoppage of play. Got a flag out here on the play. We'll see it's coming from this side. Looks like maybe an offsides, a false start on the Longhorns
Okay,
here, so that's going to
going
make it a
the wrong
second
direction.
down. And at 15.
Hey, Mr. Shires. Hoping we might get to talk to our itinerant cameraman. Doesn't look like we can, but that's okay. He's giving us some really good shots from down there on the field level, just behind the coach.
All right, so we're back up here on top. Ready to go. Second down and 15 here for the Longhorns as Leathers gonna look to fake the pass. And a nice little rush here on the coming in. And nice job there coming in and laying some wood. There's that Max Renfro come in, and he was right there as soon as he turned around. And he might have got a couple on that pass play, but I don't know if he got much. Yeah, he got a couple.
It got to be frustrating for Axtell. Everything worked perfectly on that play,
right?
Except Renfro. They weren't counting on him breaking his block and getting there and greeting him. Welcome to Centerville.
What a hit. All right, so that brings up a third down now. Third down and 14 for the Longhorns. Leathers, once again, he's got a triple receiver set over to the left side, single receiver over here to the near side. And Leathers going to look to pass. And now rolling out here. Now going to have to put it up here to get it flushed out of the pocket. Now finds some room to the other side. Nice job getting away. And now puts it up here. Going to get it down the end zone. And he's got a man down there. And he got behind the defense. And it's touchdown. Longhorns, and a good job there by the Longhorns to get away from the defense. And he finally got somebody down there and found somebody to catch it as he got open in the back corner of the end zone. And Levi Leathers runs it down there, and that was Cross Williams, number 13, in onto the catch there for that touchdown for the Longhorns. The Wolves had him all over the place, but Leathers did a great job getting away from him. And then he got into the back of the end zone there, touchdown.
Ran 50 yards, but
exactly.
Halfway to one side of the field and then halfway to the other. That's about 50 yards, and then delivered a strike from about 40 yards away. Kid's talented.
Fetch is going to come in there, and it's going to be a bad snap, so it's going to be 6-6 ball game here. After Fetch not able to get that one there, it will be a 6-6 ball game here after both teams not able to be successful on the extra point. So we got our Chevy Savings Bank kickoff. That is coming up. Let's get to some of these wonderful sponsors. We'll be right back here on NETSN.
That's what I'm talking about. The restaurant's closed Monday through Wednesday. That's because the Black Taco Man is on the food trailer serving up great food up and down the Piney Woods area. The Cajun Hot Grill, the Black Taco Man serving it up in San Augustine.
All right, we're back here tied at 6 apiece here with about a minute to go into this first quarter. And a big thank you to all of our wonderful sponsors. Thanks for joining us wherever you may be out there. And we're ready to go now for the kickoff. Shelby Savings Bank kickoff on the way. And set now for the kick by the Longhorns. And a good kick, going to go back, getting into this wind, and it's going to bring it there to about the 10-yard line. Coming up and making the catch and running up ahead there and getting up close to the 30-yard line on the return. Looks like the ball came out, and Axtell's trying to say they have it, and they do. It was a fumble. It looks like somebody put it on the ground down there. Was that Shepherd, number 15, bringing it back, and it puts it on the ground, and it's a fumble.
Let's see if we got what that looked like from field level.
That's the first turnover.
That's a big deal.
Yeah.
You hear that?
So that gives the Axtell Longhorns a very good field position there at the 30-yard line with right at 1 minute to go here into this quarter. So here we go with the first down and 10 here for the Longhorns. Leathers trying to get in and see if he can get his team to lead. And hand off to Fernandez, trying to go to the far side. He gets to be met there at the hole. And a good job there by the Wolves. They stack him up there at the 30-yard line.
I'll hold him up and you smother him. Good job on the defense. Mr. Counselor, you're down on the field at the 25-yard line. Can you hear me?
That's Watson Renfro there on that stop. Good job there by those guys to come up there and make a good play. Second down now and 8 for the Longhorns. Coming down to about 30 seconds left to go. Here's maybe the last play of the first quarter. As Leathers going to stand in here, bring Fernandez from the left to the right side. Twin receiver set both sides out here for the Longhorns. Leathers going to come over here and roll now. Going to Pull it down. Gonna look the pass. Got to throw it up. Got a man down there, but he's also got a good defender and a good job defending on the backside back there by the Wolves. And that was a good job there by number 5, Jones, for St. Augustine. And that's an incomplete pass.
Could have gone either way, but that was kind of a jump ball, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
The last time Leathers scrambled like that, he delivered a scrambled egg breakfast. This time, not so much. It wasn't quite as pinpoint. Both athletes went up for it. Stopped the clock with 11 seconds on the board before this entertaining 6-6 first quarter is over. 3rd down and 9. Opportunity for St. Augustine. You'd think that this is 4-down territory.
It might be, unless you got a pretty good kicker, but it probably is, because I don't know if I'd want to kick into this wind. We're going to get a timeout.
We're going to get to go the other way, I guess.
Yeah, that's it. But we're going to get a timeout here onto the field, so that gives us a chance to take a break with them. We'll be right back here, folks. You're watching Wolves football on the NETSN.
It doesn't matter if you need a truck tire or if you need a car tire. If you need a tire, you call Joaquin Tire. Joaquin Tire Shop provides new and used tires, along with oil changes and 24-hour road service. Stop and see them on Highway 7 in Joaquin.
All right, folks, we're back here at 3rd down and 9 for the Longhorns with about 11 seconds to go here. And Leather's going to look to pass. Steps up in the pocket. Got a man down there. Got it streaking down, and he catches him, and it's a great play once again. And that's another good job here by that outside receiver, burning the cornerback and taking it to the house there for the Longhorns. And that's going to make it a 13, or make that a 12-6 ball game on almost exactly the same thing.
Larry, I tell you who made the play. He made the pass, but I think the defender wasn't running step for step, because Leathers was watching the whole time, middle field to the right. He knew he had a guy open to his left. He never looked there until he threw it.
Right.
And his defender was like, oh no, I just got suckered. Perfect pass. That's a pro-level play right there.
Yeah, good job there by the quarterback. Going to go for 2 here. Rolling out here, trying to run it in here, and going to turn the corner, and a good job there by the Wolves. Defense is going to get in, and in a second effort.
Man.
Still haven't seen anything. They're going to say, no, he does not get in the end zone there.
As close as you can be. So,
yeah.
There is a flag on the play on this near side.
That's it. You can't shoot the people. Outside zone while there.
Offside against the defense.
Cloudy is not happy about that.
One quarter, and the Wolves had a dominant drive, but only one. They haven't gotten a chance. Axtell got it first, couldn't score. Got it again, scored. Fumble on the kickoff, got it again, scored.
Yep. Right now trying to take a 14-6 advantage, and going to bring him to Leathers. He's going to take it in. He'll power his way right up the middle for the 2-point conversion. It is good. So that will be the 2-point conversion good here for the Longhorns. That will make it a 14-6 ball game. Still 4 seconds left in the game in this first quarter. So we're going to take a break. We'll come back and we'll bring you the kickoff, and we'll get to the second quarter coming up here shortly here on NETSN.
Batters Law Firm is your first choice in personal injury law. Jeff Batters and his staff lead the way in the area with best of Nacogdoches and best of Lufkin votes over the last several years. If your case matters, it's got to be Batters.
The Adrian Renfrew and number 15, Shamari Shepard.
For all your graphics needs.
I don't know about all that, but yeah, we do our best. All right, here we go with another good kick. Gonna get up in the air this time. We're gonna come here to the near side. Bounce here in front of the Wolves. Got to lay down on it, and they do. And yeah, you don't really need to hit the guy while he's on the ground, and coach not happy about it, but hey, not going to get a call on it, and Renfro covers it up, and it will be the second quarter on the way. So we're going to take a break here, folks, and we're going to come back, and we'll be ready to go for the second quarter. That is coming up, so stay with us, folks. We'll be right back here on
State Farm Insurance in Center.
Bye.
Welcome to your Blizzard song. We dropped off and picked up all day long. Handled it all without getting triggered. Job well done, go get you a Blizzard.
The ultimate summertime reward for anything is a cold Blizzard treat from the new DQ Summer Blizzard menu.
DQ, that's what I like about Texas.
All right, folks, we are back here. All right, so it is a first down and 10 now for the Wolves. We'll start the second quarter, ready to go, and see if I can do my best here to make sure I do the clock right this time. I had my fault, folks. Opening night. Here we go.
Opening night.
Man in motion. Renfro get a handoff, first man through. Nice job running here, and that looks like it is Adrian Renfro coming here to the near side at the 50, 40. He's at the 30, finally going to be jumped out of bounds here.
He jumps over a guy. The guy he jumps over loses his head, and then number 2 lands on his rear. There's a lot happened, but it wasn't pretty, but the run was. The hole opened up, and it was just daylight and green.
The Adrian Renfro down to the 19-yard line. First down, Wolves.
And
first down, Wolves. What a play.
They have, every time they've had a first down, they've gotten a first down.
Right.
It's just with the turnover, it flip-flopped the momentum. So let's see if they can keep it going.
All right, so Renfro once again here in pistol, and this time he's going to take it himself. And this is going to be Max Renfro, but a great play there into the backfield. Number 3, Taylor Perkins. Max Renfro not able to get anywhere right there, and Perkins with a good stop there for the Longhorns.
I think a little bit of help also by Dylan Williams assisting on the tackle.
We're going to call it a 2nd and 11. That clock going to continue to run.
Sorry, that was, I saw the 4. There was 2 4s on the jersey. Owen Smith helping on the tackle.
So back to the 20-yard line is where they are here for a 2nd down and about 11 here for the Wolves. Back in the backfield here behind Renfro. Got the Renfro connection. Max and DeAdrian, man in motion here. Max going to look to pass here. The lefty's going to try to get down here in that corner. The ball's up in the air here, and it hangs up, and he's got his man. Touchdown!
Back shoulder, but what, he loses the ball, but it was over the line.
When they get in there, no, they're going to say he was down before then, but it looked like it was a touchdown.
They were marking touchdown, and then I think it's touchdown, Larry, but they brought their hands down, and so I'm.
Yeah, they got it marked there about the 2-yard line.
There we go. They're playing the fight song, so that makes it official.
Oh, okay, so it is a touchdown.
They can't take it back once they start the fight song.
There you go. All right, so we'll take the touchdown, and that'll now make it a 12. Did it again. That's on the wrong side. That's all right.
Your buttons changed.
Yeah, so the Wolves are going to go for 2 of themselves. Well, a couple of them are not coming out right, so I don't know. It's my fault. It's all right. Renfro going to be in trouble. Going to throw right back in the middle. He's going to find his man right there, dumping it up for the 2-point conversion to Ake Watts. 2-point conversion. Good. So, 2-point conversion good. That's going to make it now a 14-12 ball game.
Tied up in Centerville.
14 ball game, I'm sorry. So I'm going to take a break. We'll be right back here on the NETSN.
Music they make
100 years of dreams and the determination to make them come true. But we all need help every now and then, and that's where First National Bank of Tenaha comes in. Financing your dreams for generations.
Teeing the football up for the St. Augustine Wolves is number 52, Caleb Harden. Number 72, sorry, Joe Barrio.
I'm glad this happened.
And the kick on the way, another good kick here. And taking there at about the 15-yard line. And that's number 14 coming in there. That is Arlett. And a good job cutting it back up in the middle here by Arlett. He takes a nice return for the Longhorns all the way back up to looks like the 39-yard line.
Good special teams play. Wolves kind of outran that and let him get behind him. They were able to catch up, but that was what they needed.
So
two teams with completely different approaches to football, aren't they?
Yeah. I mean, you got kind of you got to go kind of by your quarterback here. And Leathers, the way he plays ball, this fits in him perfectly. So
right.
It's a good job here by Leathers and the Longhorns. They've been playing a really good football here. So the Wolves, both defenses as well. Going to hand off, coming here to the near side. We're now trying to turn the corner. There's Fernandez, and he's going to be wrangled up there, right maybe at the line of scrimmage. And a good job there by Max Renfro. Also in on the stop, looks like Jones, number 5, in on there as well.
Is it possible that Renfro's a good athlete?
Yes.
Because they blocked that up perfect. That play, if you're Axtell and the coaches, you'd say, okay, this was one that went absolutely like we drew it up and we got 1 yard. Because there's kind of a transcendent athlete on the other side that just blew it up.
Shire sent his message. He says, 7's a beast. Now that's Max Renfro. He is a beast. So is DeAdrian. Here we go into the shotgun. Leathers. Like to hold himself on the RPO, and a good job dragging him down from behind. Key Watts coming from that linebacker position to get him at the line of scrimmage. 3rd down.
Watts is a linebacker with the number 0.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Jalen Jackson, number 4, he's in there too. 2 All-State linebackers last year for the Wolves.
Okay. Well, that makes sense because that play looked like it was going somewhere. That quarterback was stunned that someone was tackling him from behind when he hadn't crossed the line of scrimmage yet.
It's like somebody actually caught up to me. 3rd down and 9 here from the 45-yard line. Leathers, shotgun, rolls out. I'm going to find a man right there in the middle.
Him.
Nice play there, but he cuts back up inside, and he's going to be, unless they give him forward momentum, and it's going to be right at the stick.
Larry, how is that? Talk to me about that rule. You catch the ball, you take a step, and then you make a football move backwards to run 3 or 4 steps, and they give you. Is that a rule or is that a judgment call?
To me, you should be down. If you go back behind the sticks, you should be down where they put you down. You know, forward momentum, if you were tackled and stopped at that point, but if you go back behind the sticks, you should get that decline in numbers as well. Leathers out in the flat on the wide receiver screen. Going to drop it off out there. Completion, and a good job driving upfield.
Yeah.
Looks like it may be enough for another 1st down there, down to the 35-yard line.
How about that for an athletic play from Axtell on their side? The receiver, I'm not is it 18? No, I don't know who caught that ball. I couldn't see the second number, but that probably shouldn't have been a 1st down, but the receiver made it.
So another 1st down here for the Longhorns. Leathers got to keep himself on the RPO, trying to take it over to the far side. Finally going to be tracked down there as he gets out around to the corner. And with 8:50 to go here into this 1st half. And he'll take it down to about the 36-yard line on a nice run there by Leathers. So Leathers ready to go once again. 2nd down and 6 here for the Longhorns. Gonna look to pass. Rolling over to his right side. He had somebody come in, but he catches a man right in the middle there and goes down. But should be enough for a 1st down there at the 23-yard line on the pass for about 13.
It's a good-looking drive, isn't it?
Yes, another great drive here by the Longhorns.
Controlled.
As they have another first down and 10 here.
Controlled passing. Run. Controlled passing. Quarterback keeps it, and then maybe you go deep.
Don't foul right there!
Just shy of the red zone. Quarterback keeps it, runs to his right, and just keeps running. It's a gain of about, it's not very sexy, but it's a gain of almost 5. And they're in the Sandy Cox red zone for the 3rd time tonight.
All right, so a second down now and 5 here for the Longhorns. Is that clock once again? I'm going to have to switch those buttons around because I confused
Just can't get it.
Can't get it. Just can't get it. Leathers goes around that far side and takes it down, and he's going to be tackled there as he gets across the line for that first down, it looks like.
Yeah, and it looks like that's a called play both times. He didn't really look like he was intending to pass. First time he gets 5, second time he gets 4 yards and 2 feet. So third,
about 3rd and about 1 now.
Yeah, maybe about 27 inches. Man, timeout.
Yeah, looks like the Wolves going to call a timeout. So that gives us a chance to take a break as well. As we got a timeout here on the field. We'll be right back here on a NETSN.
At Aurora Concepts, we offer full-service primary care. And we provide physicals for student athletes for every sport. Aurora Concepts. Let us take care of you.
Sponsorship opportunities are now available for the 17th annual Tenaha ISD Holiday Hoops. For the first time in tournament history, all 68 games will be streamed live on one platform, NETSN, giving businesses a unique opportunity to reach basketball fans throughout East Texas and beyond. Title: Gold, Silver, and Bronze sponsorship opportunities are available for the tournament, taking place December 28th through the 30th, 2026. Put your business in front of fans during 3 full days of outstanding high school basketball, while supporting the athletes, schools, and communities that make Holiday Hoops special. Don't wait. Secure your sponsorship today. Email sales at netsn.live for package details and availability.
All right, folks, we're back here, and let's see if we can take a quick look at that great run by Deidre Renfro a while ago.
It's just a foot race there.
I love that instant replay, man.
It's
I can't
great.
wait till I get better at it.
Yeah,
I just can't wait till I get better at it.
It's our new toy.
Yeah, I got so many new toys, it's crazy. I'm like a little kid in a candy store up here. Now if I can just get it all worked out, I'll be all good. I've been practicing, but until it's just like it's just like practice. You got to get out here and actually get it done.
What if you practice?
Work out the bugs.
You go to the front yard and film cars.
Exactly.
I mean, it's hard to do.
I'm like, dog, move. I'm trying to get my dogs. They're old. They don't move. All right, so here we go with a 3rd down and very, very short here for the Longhorns. Leather's going to keep it himself, and the Wolves get the backfield, but they're not able to drag him down. And a good job by Leathers to take it across the 15-yard line down to the 14.
I don't think
and
he
they're
made
going to
it.
give him straight up. Oh, he didn't get there, huh? It's going to be a 4th down. It looks like he lost a little bit, Chris.
Maybe like 6 more inches. It's a full yard now. That's surprising. I thought he had what it took. Big play here.
Let's see if the Wolves can get right back in there.
This
He's going to get it 1st down this time. Good job here by
found the hole.
Leathers. Get that 1st down.
Well, the difference is you don't go right up the middle against St. Augustine.
Right.
You go over maybe the
try to find a gap in there somewhere.
C gap maybe, but not right over the center.
Yep. That's another 1st down here for the Longhorns. 1st down and 10. They'll be right there at the 11-yard line now.
Spent 2.5 minutes of game time now in the Sandy Cox State Farm red zone. Just kind of camped out down there, trying to take the lead.
All right, Leathers now looking to get the snap here and Get this first down play. Going to roll out. Going to see if he can find somebody down there. Oh, and he got and he had him there. He sure had an opportunity there, but he just overthrows him just a little bit. And it's an incomplete pass. Going to make a second down and 10 now.
Cross Williams could have made that play, I think, if he had seen the ball coming sooner. It wasn't a terrible throw, but I don't think Cross knew it was coming until it was almost to him. And, man, you said this guy reminds you of John Elway.
Yeah.
He and Brett Favre throw the ball so hard it tore the webbing out of his receiver's hands. This guy throws like that for a high school guy. So
yeah. I'd hate to go against him in the batter's box, watching him pitch out there, that's for sure.
And wouldn't it be something, this, 2A school, Axtell, seeing him in the hall?
Yeah.
It's like, can you pick out the world-class pitcher on the way to algebra?
Here's Leathers, going to go roll over. You're not going to try to find somebody.
Perfect.
Oh, nice job by the receiver into the end zone. Just went in there, made a little curl out, sat there and stopped. And a good job, but he got the defense with their backs turned. And that's going to be a good play there for the Longhorns as they will now go up by a score of 20-14 after that touchdown play right there.
Bet you there was some acting involved too. There were two defenders on the play, and they both determined he's going for the corner. He's going for the post out there. Here he goes, and they took off, and the receiver stopped.
Nice job, yeah. Just a good little stop, just sat there and just turned right around, and the receivers the defenders just kept going, and there he was. All right, looks like they're going to go for two once again here are the Longhorns. So Leathers gonna roll out here, now going to find a man out there. That's a great play. Nice little swing gate type of play right there, but the two-point conversion is good, and that's going to make it a 22-14, so they will go up by 8 now.
Biggest lead.
So at the touchdown right there for the Axtell, there's a nice little drive there, nice little touchdown, and the two-point play version works good there. So the Wolves find themselves down 8, 22-14. We'll take a quick break, and we'll come right back here on a NETSN.
Serving our communities for over a century, Farmers State Bank continues to meet the financial needs of East and Central Texas. With roots that run deep, Farmers State Bank serves as a source of financial strength to meet the needs of our neighbors. From a comprehensive range of financial products to individual service, we remain dedicated to being a true community bank. Farmers State Bank, improving lives and fulfilling dreams.
Ready to go.
For the Shelby Savings Bank kickoff, there have been a bunch this game.
Here we go, as it's going to be the Wolves taking it there at about the 10-yard line, and I believe that is that Shepherd, number 15, and it is. Yeah, taking it up above the 30-yard line, so the Wolves will start off on their own 30-yard line. Coming up at halftime, we have our Farmers State Bank halftime, and Chris has got some information and he's going to talk about for us, and we'll also see if we can check out a couple of those replays. There's one of them right now. That's that first down run here by Leathers back before they got that touchdown. It was a great run here. He found a little spot here, as you were saying, and yeah, he just found a little spot there about the 2-hole, and just enough room to get across there. So a good job there by Leathers for the first down.
That was the critical play. That was that 4th and 1. It would have been a completely different ball game. Both teams with all 3 of their timeouts as we wind down to the second half of the second quarter.
5:43 left to play here, and it's a first down and 10 here for the Wolves. Renfro in the backfield, it looks like, here for Coach Barnes' squad. He's got a twin receiver set here to the near side. Going to hand off and finding another big hole, and that's Adrian Renfro. He'll take it up here above the 35-yard line to about the 38, and he'll take it down there, and that'll be a second down and about, let's call it 3 here for the Wolves.
Yeah, gain of 7. Jimmy Lawson on the tackle. It's a good thing he was there for Axtell. This is a big game for both. Anyone asking, why are these two teams playing in Centerville on Thursday? Well, both of them got to the regional finals. Both of them return a lot of seniors. Both of them have a good argument for being.
And if you want to know another great reason?
Yeah.
Both teams are so good they had a hard time finding anybody to play each other.
Sure, right. We'll play each other if you meet me in Centerville.
That's right. So here we go. He's going to hand off once again. Another good job here by the Longhorn defense. But Renfro running up above the 40-yard line. He'll take it down to the 42.
That's going to be a first down.
Does it get to the first down?
Yeah, I think so.
Should be enough for a first down.
But
Bulls.
both of these teams were eliminated from the playoffs last year, and they already started licking their chops for next year. We're coming back with almost.
You're tired, you call Joaquin Tire. Joaquin Tire Shop provides new and used tires, along with oil changes and 24-hour road service. Stop and see them on Highway 7 in Joaquin.
At Shelby Savings Bank, we're proud to serve the communities we call home.
Because to us, banking is about people. It's about knowing your name,
Understanding your goals.
And being here when you need us most.
Different communities.
One team.
One purpose.
And the switch comes. Our equipment said no. We're going to finish the commercial, and it just a second too late for you to see. Axtell on the sneak, Leathers gets across the 40 and barely. It wasn't pretty to watch, but it was just enough. About 5 feet he gained, and that's enough for the first down. Clock's going to run down to the 2-minute warning. That's the Porticool 2-minute warning.
Yep.
As the clock stops.
All right, yeah, it's time to cool off with the Porticool 2-minute warning.
How about
there
that?
we go. There, the Wolves are cooling off. So we're going to take a break here. And apologies, folks. We dropped the internet a little while ago, but we got it back. Just opening night troubles. Gotta love it, baby. All right, we're back here ready to rock and roll as we get ready to go.
The problem's on my end. Dang it.
First down and 10 here for the Longhorns after a good little run there by the Longhorns, and Leathers gets the first down. So here we go. As it is underway now back for the Longhorns. And Leathers going to hold himself, and he finds some room here to the near side. Oh, that's not Leathers, that's number 12, that is Fetch. And what an athlete he is going to be gone and to the house. He will take it there, and it is going to be touchdown Longhorns as he takes it all the way to the house. That was a long run there, Chris.
It was.
56 yards, that looks like 58 yards maybe. Is that the 42-yard line?
It's the biggest play of the game. There's been a long pass, and St. Augustine had a long 43-yard touchdown run, but that's the biggest one of the game, and the Longhorns strike fast, already up by 8. See if they 2-point convert again. I think that little play with the tight end, counting to 2 and then rolling to the right, it's going to be there almost all day.
Exactly. That was a great job there, and I mean, they found him a couple of times here today, and that was a good run. He just found him a spot right there in the middle. How about that run, Shires?
Oh, man, that was wide open.
All right, here's Feathers going to look to go over to the right side. Not going to find anybody. Cuts back it on. He finds a man in the back of the end zone. Nice job. And I'll tell you what, these receivers have done a great job here, finding some room in there to get back to their quarterback. And now they will take it to a 30-20 ball game here in Centerville tonight. The Wolves have to come up with something here. They got to hang on to the ball to get ready to go in as we get ready for halftime. Still coming up. We still got a little time. With about 1:19 left to go till half, though, Chris.
And St. Augustine gets the ball to start the half.
Right.
So this is a huge possession. Go ahead and go down and get that score, get within 2 or 4, and then get the ball back to start the half and score again. The ball's in their court.
Yeah, definitely. We're going to take another quick break and see if we can come back. No, we're going to keep it right here, folks. I've finally, like I said, we had that internet drop a while ago, and some things kind of got wonky with our score. So I'm going to see if I can get it fixed real quick while we're waiting for the kick.
And I can I can call the kick if you want to, if you have some tech stuff to do. I can't help you with tech much.
There it goes. We're good to go. All right. Let's see if the Wolves can answer back here. See if they come back and put up some points here. The Longhorns have done a good job here at getting the ball back and then just making an answer. They were making them pay, and they're making it, and they're answering every time they get the opportunity.
Every time. There's only been one stop in the game on defense. That was St. Augustine. And then a turnover on special teams, which kept St. Augustine from their second possession. That's the difference in the game.
That's another good kick here. It's going to take it there at about the 20-yard line. And the Wolves going to try to get it back to the near side. And a good job on the coverage there by the Longhorns.
It's a smart kick. Rainbow pooch it so that the speedy guys for St. Augustine have to wait for it to hit the ground and bounce to them. And by then, Axtell is all over them.
Yeah, I think that was number 2, Hutchinson there, that made a good play there as he got down there onto the for it to get down there quick and make a good job there for the Axtell to get a good coverage. And it's going to be a first down and 10 for the Wolves. They have time here in the first half. Ball sitting at about the 18-yard line with about a minute and 20 left to go here into this first half. And see if the Wolves can answer back. They'd like to put some points on the board here and maybe come out in the second half and then put some points on as well.
Yeah, they have the chance to do it. Plenty of time, and got a timeout in their back pocket as well. By the way, on the square and center, representing Shelby County ball all year long, football and beyond, it's Mooney's Emporium. If you're from St. Augustine and listening to this and can make your way over to Shelby County, they love to show you some of the gift ideas for the holidays coming up. Christmas just around the corner. Mooney's Emporium brings you tonight Wolves football.
All righty, as we're sitting ready to go here, and we're getting about 1:20 to go here into this first half. The Wolves come in here after the timeout. And that's Shires down there. I don't know.
Yep, Shires standing like a monument at the 45-yard line with his camera.
All right, Renfro asking for the snap. Gonna call now, gonna look to pass here. Gonna cut it right up in the middle. Oh, and now, it bounces around. And off the carom. It's gonna be intercepted by the Longhorns. And the Longhorns are gonna get it right back on the second turnover by the Wolves in this first half.
Man.
Somebody took a big hit out there.
Yeah.
Ball got bounced around off the carom. The Longhorns were able to get the interception. And they'll have it. They are set up inside the Sandy Cox State Farm red zone.
That's not at all what the Wolf doctors were calling for. Not at all.
They definitely didn't want to see that right here before the half. And man, I tell you, as the defense right back out there.
2 turnovers. That's been the difference.
Yep. And here comes Leathers. Ready to go once again. That trip receiver set over to the far side. Gonna look to go out there quick. Gonna get the wide receiver set up and screen once again. But a good job by the Wolves this time to get there and shut it down here before they get too much. That'll make it a second down and about 9.
Yeah, that hitch has worked a lot, but it didn't on that play. Leathers in no hurry, standing waiting to get the play from Coach Horn.
Yeah, ahead here, all kinds of time. Take it nice and easy. See if you get a quick point. Take a lot of time off that clock right there, and see if you can put some points on the board here with nothing left. Leathers holding himself, takes it right up the middle, takes it close to the 10-yard line. It's going to bring up a third down and about 3.
46 seconds. They have timeouts if they want them. They haven't lined up to kick, but once it was an extra point that was blocked. See what their plan is here with about 4.5 to get the first down.
Yeah, on third down here, Leathers going to keep it himself once again, trying to work his way, and he cuts back across the end, finds some room back to the other side, and he almost gets tripped up, but he stays on his feet. He should have enough for a first down inside the 5. Going to get down to the 4. Looks like that's where they're going to say he is down at about the 4-yard line. So it's going to be a first down and goal.
That looked more like a gymnastic routine or a figure skating. He
was dead to rights here to the left side. He comes back to the right, just skating around, and he finds some room.
Yeah, well, literally skating around. And one of the ugliest, brilliant runs I've ever seen, but he picked his way for the first down and used up all the time, and now they called that timeout, and the board says both teams have 3 timeouts. That's not true, so I don't know if they have another one or not, but plenty of time to run the plays. Over to the right of our screen is I believe that's the Shelbyville, I'm sorry, the St. Augustine band, and looks like there's a lot of folks involved. No, I guess in gray is the St. Augustine band, and black is, okay, that's why it looks like such a big band. Both bands are down there. Okay, all right. I've worked it out now.
All right, so here we go now, ready to go.
Big here.
Shires down there on the line here. Here we go. Play on the way.
It's up.
And it's good for the corner touchdown.
Complete in the corner. What a great play.
Great job here by the Axtell Longhorns as they tack on another one here to go up by a score of now 36-20 here early into this, or as we get close to this into this first half here.
Shires, the talk all game long was don't give this quarterback time. They sacked him on the first drive. They haven't touched him again.
Yeah, I mean, he's got a lot of yards and he's won it when nothing else was really working.
They look to pitch it out here this time.
Faked the pitch. Everybody bought it.
Everybody bought it. Did he get it in there? I wasn't sure if he got it in there.
They did. They threw it to number 12 in the back of the end zone while everyone else was watching the fake pitch. This guy's good, Larry.
Yeah, 38-20, and the number 6 Axtell Longhorns are putting it on the St. Augustine Wolves here. Still got a little time, about 12 seconds left to go, but now the Wolves down 18. We'll take a break. We got to come right back here on NETSN. Oh, I wanted to do this one.
Friday night in East Texas, don't miss a second. With Northeast Texas Sports Network, watch live games, follow your teams, and get instant alerts when the score changes or your team goes live. At the game, post score updates for fans. Join forums, make your pick'em picks, and track playoff brackets all in one place. The best part? It's completely free. NETSN, Northeast Texas Sports Network. Download today on the Apple App Store or Google Play Store.
Go. All right, back here ready for the Shelby Savings Bank kickoff. All right, so ready to go here on the Shelby Savings Bank kickoff.
It's the 9th Shelby Savings Bank kickoff of the night so far.
And ready to go here for the kick is a fetch. Going to kick it along the ground and going to be taken there at about the 16-yard line here by the Wolves. And going to bring it right up the Wolves sideline. I believe that Shepard going to be knocked out of bounds at about the 38-yard line. So that's a good starting position here for the Wolves. They'll have it at the first down and 10.
But 9 seconds to go. What's going to be about 60-something yards. That's a pretty tall order. It's just that the game is a story of 2 turnovers, a special teams fumble and a little dump pass that perfectly defended. You said the carom. That's a fine word. The carom right into the waiting arms of a Longhorn.
Yeah, and that kickoff that they gave him there right here on that was bad too. You know, he's just 2 turnovers.
2 turnovers,
14 points,
and that's the difference.
Yep. All right, so here we go. The Wolves. Let's see if they can get one final big play here in the running game. This play's been working really good for him right up the gut here. He's got a info. He's going to take it up across the 40-yard line. I'm not quite sure if they're going to get it. Maybe we'll say 1 or 2 seconds on there on the clock. So together, first down and 10.
And they'll have to. They don't have any way to stop it, so the time runs out.
That was it. Okay, so there you go. So that's going to do it here for the first half As it's a good first half here for the Axtell Axtell Longhorns. They come out, put up 38-20 over the San Augustine Wolves. We got some things coming up here. We're going to take in on the bands, and Chris got some things he's going to discuss for you as we go through. And we're going to take a little bit of a break. We'll come back, get you ready for the second half. It's on the way, but right now it is time for our halftime.
What in the wide, wide world of sports is going on here?
Oh, it's football season.
Serving our communities for over a century, Farmers State Bank continues to meet the financial needs of East and Central Texas. With roots that run deep, Farmers State Bank serves as a source of financial strength to meet the needs of our neighbors. From a comprehensive range of financial products to individual service, we remain dedicated to being a true community bank. Farmers State Bank, improving lives and fulfilling dreams.
Struggling with mobility, chronic pain, work, or sports injury? At Azalea Orthopedics, our team of highly trained physicians specialize in complete orthopedic care, pain management, sports medicine, physical medicine, and rehabilitation. If you've sustained a bone or joint injury, have mobility or movement problems, struggle with pain, contact Azalea Orthopedics. We're conveniently located across East Texas, serving 18 counties. When visiting your doctor, urgent care, or hospital, you have a choice. Demand Azalea. At Azalea Orthopedics, your health is our priority.
And we're back here in our Farmers State Bank halftime. And yes, you're seeing that score right. It is halftime, 38-20 Axtell with the lead over the San Augustine Wolves here. And the Wolves have made some mistakes. And they've coughed up the ball, and they've made a couple of mistakes out there. Those mistakes have cost them. And when you play a good team like this, those are mistakes you can't make here. I know it's first game of the season and all that other stuff, but you got to keep those mistakes from happening. So now you're coming from behind here. Now you're down 18 points. Coming into that second half, it's going to be a tough field climb. But at least you get the ball first, but you got to protect the ball.
Got to protect the ball. I have a philosophical question for you, Larry. Not all turnovers, all turnovers are mistakes.
Right.
But not all turnover mistakes are equal.
Right.
On the special teams one, I think that was just a mistake.
Right.
But on the other one, a hit at the perfect time and then just bad luck, I think that might have been more of a good play than a mistake.
True.
But it's going to count the same because those two turnovers are the difference in the game. And they haven't been able to stop San Augustine except for the two times that they fumbled the ball on before the drive began or the second time on the first play.
Right. Yeah, and the Wolves have been doing a really good job with the running game. They find some room in the middle. They've really been successful with that. So they need to try to find a way there, and they need to do a little. And maybe they could get a little bit better. They tried to throw some passes, but got up in the wind, and it worked out for them on one of them there. They need to get some more of those passes completed and get ready to go.
Yes, I agree.
But
and
first
then
game
what
of the
to
year
do
is kinda crazy.
on defense? What to do about Leathers?
Leathers, you're just going to have to find maybe somebody to spy him a little bit more. Maybe put another man on it. You hate to do that because you got too many other guys out there that can hurt you. So you're just going to have to do the best you can. You maybe put a spy on him, maybe a little bit more. Maybe change your approach on him a little bit. Now you've had this first half, and just see if you can just try to shut him down a little bit. Force him to do things that he's not comfortable with.
Your interior line got in and sacked him on the first possession, and that ended that.
Yeah. The guys got to get in there. I mean, this front seven for the Wolves is one of the best around. They should be able to penetrate a bit, but that's a testament to the front five or front for the Longhorns. That's like their offensive line is actually really good. They're taking care of business and taking care of a very good front seven on the defensive side for the Longhorns. So.
The Axtell band on the field, 26 musicians and several flag folks and some the twirlers are out there too. Yeah, so good stuff on the field.
I'm going to take a little break.
Larry, you need a break. That was our halftime analysis brought to you all season long by Camp Uwani. It's the off season for Camp Uwani, but they are already set their dates for next summer and would love for you and your family to consider joining them out there in Shelby County, but folks from all over the country and beyond. Choose Camp Uwani. Give it a look here at this ad and see if it might be for you. We'll be right back. It's halftime here in the first game of the season. Most teams still practicing, getting ready for tomorrow, but Thursday night, two highly ranked teams, St. Augustine taking on Axtell. St. Augustine scored first because they stopped Axtell first, but then scored, couldn't make the extra point. Axtell scored back, no extra point, and then they traded. Couldn't stop each other until a special teams turnover gave Axtell a chance to score twice in a row. And then on a minute 49 to go in the game, St. Augustine down by 10, looking to score, and they're getting the ball back to start the second half. Beautiful hit on the receiver as he catches a little check down pass, and ball up in the air, and Axtell their second turnover. That's the story of the 38-20 score. If you're a St. Augustine fan, your offense has not been stopped unless it be from a turnover. They look like they can grow the field at any time. It's just they've been stopped twice by those turnovers. Mr. Shires, you're down on the field, and I believe I can hear you now. And what are your thoughts about the first half?
Well, it's what y'all talked about, the difference of the turnovers. And then the big play. I mean, right there at the end, just like you said. I mean, South State, because they get the ball back, within that, the 8-minute period, 4-4, and they can really have the lead. But that huge turnover there off the Kareem really made a huge difference. And I think it took a lot of the weight out of the smells of the Wolves, too. I mean, frankly, I think St. Augustine won most of the game. I mean, Axtell cannot stop their running attack.
Right, I agree.
And St. Augustine can stop Axtell's running attack. I mean, that number 10, he's going to be hurting tomorrow.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, he is carrying the load, but they can shut that down. And Axtell's passing attack only seems to work in the red zone.
That's true. They're dominant on the red zone. They've been pretty good other places, but you're right, pretty dominant right there close to the line. Well, that's the counselor, Stephen Shires. One more question for you. You're down there right at the line of scrimmage. What are you seeing in the trenches there between the folks with the big numbers whose names never get called?
Well, they're all 75972, all their names.
That's right. St. Augustine's zip code.
Yes, and I'll just say that I think St. Augustine is getting the better of it in the trenches on both sides of the football. And then on occasion, number 7, he's just a beast. I mean, he's had 3 or 4 big licks.
Yeah.
I mean, and so it's just the turnovers. That's like what we say. Big plays and turnovers. They can cancel out a otherwise dominant performance. And that's kind of what we've seen here. I'm afraid that last turnover and touchdown, if they went by the extra 8, that's going to be the one. I mean, once number 6 gets to score, you got to stop them twice now, right?
Yep.
That's a tall order against a very talented actor.
Yeah, not easy to do.
Though I thought St. Augustine was well on its way to wearing them down. They get the big turnovers, and that just infuses the life back.
That's right. Nope, you can't wear them down if you're doing the turning over. That's a good
right.
point. The St. Augustine band is coming onto the field. When we come back, we'll watch and listen to them a little bit as we continue talking. When we come back, what we'll talk about is the host city here, Centerville, home of the Tigers. Pretty unusual to have guests at your house in August, but they have a few things around here worth visiting. We'll talk about that when we come back. You're enjoying, we hope, the Farmer State Bank halftime show here in Centerville as the Axtell Longhorns lead the Wolves of St. Augustine 38-20. We'll be right back.
When it's broken, it's got to be fixed. You've got to get from one place to the next. But wouldn't it be great if you didn't have to take out a loan to get it repaired? Don't worry. There's East Texas Auto.
Here at East Texas Auto, you can be reassured that your vehicle will be well taken care of and serviced, as communication and transparency are our #1 drivers.
Find them on Highway 96 North.
What? The wide, wide world of sports is going on here.
Oh, it's football season.
Thanks very much from East Texas Auto Motor. It gives that you take your car to see Eric and the gang. They have to figure out what's wrong before they can fix it. That's what we try to do during our halftime analysis, is figure out what's going on out there. But it's not up to us to fix it. It's the fine coaching staff and the players themselves. As you see the St. Augustine band on the field, I wanted to just kind of pay tribute to this Centerville community. St. Augustine fans, Axtell fans, those listening, those of us who are doing the game tonight, we are from Center, Texas. And want to give a shout out, by the way, to Rough Rider Oil and Lube on Highway 96. They're constant sponsors of Rough Rider Athletics, but since we're here tonight, we want to give them a shout out as well. Take care of your engine with Rough Rider Oil and Lube. Okay, when I go out into the world in Houston area, Dallas area, Austin, San Antonio, wherever I am in the state, people say, where are you from? One of two things happen. I say, I'm from Center. I guess one of three things. Sometimes people go, where's that? But not all that often. The second thing that happens is little old Center. I'm from Center. And the response is, oh yeah, do you know John Wilson? Yeah, I went to school with him. Yeah. Well, see, we go to Toledo Bend, and you end up talking to someone who knows someone that you know. That happens a lot. But the third answer may be the most common if you're in Texas a long way away. Where are you from? Center, Texas. Oh, yeah, that's on I-45, isn't it? Just close to College Station? No. That's Centerville. Oh. Happens all the time. And I don't want to look like I'm whining, but Center is a city twice as big as Centerville, but it never goes the other way. We get mistaken for Centerville all the time. I have a friend on faculty in Center. She's the theater teacher. That's how I know her. We were both on. I was a theater teacher in Center. She was the theater teacher in Centerville. And I brought this up. I said, people all the time when I say I'm from Center, they say, oh, Centerville? No, that's a different place. So I said, Beth, does that happen to you when you go out of town? You know, I'm from Centerville. Does anyone say, yeah, I know where that is. That's in Shelby County in East Texas. She looked at me and went, no, never. Never in 20 years has anyone ever mistaken Centerville for Center. Okay, well, I didn't think so. Centerville's famous. Well, what are they famous for? Being on the interstate helps, but I think maybe the biggest thing is Woody's, a convenience store. Shires, I'm bringing you in now. Woody's. It's fabulous, isn't it?
Yes, it is. It is the competition for that other place that's about 30 miles up the interstate.
Yeah, Buc-ee's. It's Buc-ee's, but it's home owned. There's only one Woody's, and
there's actually two Woody's.
Yeah, well,
really each side of the interstate.
Right. And why are there two Woody's?
Well, I was under the impression that Buc-ee's was going to acquire the other corner, and Woody's couldn't have that to happen.
Yeah.
They acquired that property and put a second Woody's in. So you don't have to cross. You don't have to. If you're headed to Houston, you could go to the Woody's on the right-hand side of it.
Right.
If you're headed to Dallas, you could go on the one on the left side.
Do the flip-flop. I mean, the barbecue's great. The gifts are very creative, and it's just I like to come to Centerville. Why? Because there's a convenience store, and
I'm really hoping that it's open about 10:30 tonight.
I do too, and it's not lost on me that Buc-ee's has a beaver, and Woody's is wood. They're in direct competition, beavers and wood. Well, anyway.
Be careful.
That's true. Don't want to offend anybody from Buc-ee's land, but Woody's is mighty fine. Okay, thank you, Centerville, for hosting it. And thank y'all for putting up with that rant. This is the Farmer State Bank halftime show. We're going to hear from Farmer State Bank few other sponsors, and then we'll be back as Larry Pierce returns to the microphone.
Serving our communities for over a century, Farmers State Bank continues to meet the financial needs of East and Central Texas. With roots that run deep, Farmers State Bank serves as a source of financial strength to meet the needs of our neighbors. From a comprehensive range of financial products to individual service, we remain dedicated to being a true community bank. Farmers State Bank, improving lives and fulfilling dreams.
So many things get started at Pizzeria. You start your party off with a pizza from the pizzeria. You get your celebration started. You get your season started. For a lot of us, our passion with pizza started at the pizzeria, a tradition since 1960s. It's the Pizzeria just off the square in Center.
We just heard from a restaurant that has been good to us. They host our coaches shows on Monday and Tuesday night. We invite coaches and their players to the Pizzeria on St. Augustine Street in Center, and they come and talk to us about their programs. It's usually on Monday night, and it should be on Monday night this year. After Labor Day, we'll begin the East Texas Coaches Show on NETSN. But I want to play this next ad from a barbecue place also in Center. It's a great place to eat, but I think this is one of the more creative ads that we've ever had on the program. So I want to give a little shout out to Larry who made this ad. If we were going to put an ad up for like a Grammy from NETSN and Pineywood Sports Network, this would be it. Check this out. We'll be right back. Now that's Chap's Barbecue, and that's the owner, Becky Belrose. And Larry, I don't know how you got her to do that. I mean, she did lots of running and lots of jumping and
yeah, it's not bad for
someone our age.
Yeah,
we'll
someone
say.
our age. Yeah. Someone who's probably not used to running.
Right. She just said okay, and she hopped up on the bar. And
she did it. That was it.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
When she hopped up on the bar, I was like, I knew we got this done. That's
No, please tell me I'm recording. Please tell me I'm recording.
Yeah. Sure, you got it. Now, and you guys are going to be into Center game tomorrow.
Yes.
And then you're going to take an offensive lineman, and the lineman is going to win a 2-meat meal at Chaps.
I believe that's right.
That's what we're going to do. So that's a good thing.
And at some point, we'd like to meet them there for lunch during a couple of times during the season, and have a place where we celebrate our linemen.
Yeah,
the folks that never get their name called unless they jump offside.
Exactly.
So I appreciate all of these sponsors and all the folks that make the Farmers State Bank halftime happen. When we do Rough Rider games, Larry, we get to halftime and we call the Dairy Queen play of the first half. What do you think it would be?
You know what? I tell you what. That there's a couple of them there, but I gotta like that little run there that Leathers had. That he just needed enough for a first down. And it was on third and didn't quite get it. Then he was able to pick it up there on a smooth little run back up in that A-gap in there. I kind of like that one. But, I mean, there were some good touchdown plays in there as well. I also like the one St. Augustine to Watts there in the middle in their first touchdown. They missed the first opportunity but took the second one. So, there's a bunch of good ones in there. And also that nice run there by Fletch there for the Axtell Longhorns as well, too. So.
My nominee, I don't know that it would win, but I just want to nominate it. The first touchdown, or maybe it was the second touchdown pass, where Leathers looked to the entire defense to the right side, his right, and then cocked him through to the left before he even saw where the guy was. And he was wide open because everybody was reading Leather's eyes, old Leather eyes. And I appreciate quarterback play, and that was pretty awesome. We'll hear from Dairy Queen. And the Dairy Queen that we are most fond of is the one right there on Tenaha Street in Center. If you're ever by, you ought to go by. It's been in the same place since the 1940s.
Strawberry shake.
That's right. Go by for Dairy Queen, live a little at Dairy Queen. We'll be right back to close up the Farmers State Bank halftime.
Bye. Welcome to your Blizzard song. We dropped off and picked up all day long. Handled it all without getting triggered. Job well done, go get you a Blizzard.
The ultimate summertime reward for anything is a cold blizzard treat from the new DQ Summer Blizzard menu.
DQ, that's what I like about Texas.
It doesn't matter if you need a truck tire or if you need a car tire. If you need a tire, you call Joaquin Tire. Joaquin Tire Shop provides new and used tires, along with oil changes and 24-hour road service. Stop and see them on Highway 7 in Joaquin.
What in the wide, wide world of sports is going on here?
Oh, it's football season.
All right, we're closing up as both teams come on the field. Early in the
it's
year,
about time when the film guys come up here where we're at.
That's right. And I want
two great young men here from.
I want to talk to those guys because they go down and they hear what the coaches say. I would see if they'll betray some secrets they never do. The Farmer State Bank halftime show. We want to say thank you to Camp Uwani, to East Texas Automotive, to Dairy Queen, and of course to Farmer State Bank itself for bringing us the halftime show. Appreciate our host here in Centerville and Woody's for making the trip special. Also want to say a big shout out to Joe Bill Mattier. If you are a poultry farmer anywhere in sound of my voice, he specializes in insurance for you guys. A lot of times you think you're insured and you're just not, because when something happens, it strikes at your family's pocketbook. So Joe Bill Mattier, JBI Insurance, just what you look up. Thank you, Joe Bill. Okay, we'll hear one more time from Farmer State Bank, and we'll get ready for the second half.
Serving our communities for over a century, Farmer State Bank continues to meet the financial needs of East and Central Texas. With roots that run deep, Farmer State Bank serves as a source of financial strength to meet the needs of our neighbors. From a comprehensive range of financial products to individual service, we remain dedicated to being a true community bank. Farmer State Bank, improving lives and fulfilling dreams.
We just had some issues there, but we tried to get a few of these. So let's go back and check out some of these cool replays.
Yeah.
From
I see
the first
some
half.
replay.
Here we go. Are you seeing yourself here, Joe? You seeing what's up? Yeah. Hey, this is also good for Joe. He's sitting there watching and seeing what he's doing over here. So he's getting his education on. He's done a great job. Joe's been with us. It's their third year. Joe was with us, and with me, I should say. And second year's dedicated to the camera, and I mean, it's been good. And
But
Joe's
man, the camera itself is an upgrade.
Yes.
Joe
did a great job getting a big old camera for us. And I want to say a big thank you to the Burner Bush folks to help us get that.
Yeah. Well, I want to take a picture of it so that next week or tomorrow's game you can show everybody a picture. And Joe put that together. He put those parts together and made that camera on the off season. That's a masterful job, Joe.
Okay, there we go. They got rollers, so there you go. Hey, here's some scores for you. We do know that White House is on top of Chapel Hill. That's just kind of a surprise to me. I thought Chapel Hill would be a little bit. White House right now winning at halftime 17-3.
Wow. Yeah, that's an upset to make.
That's a big one right there. So here we go for the second half. Wolves will get the ball to start, and we'll take it there at about the 8-yard line here onto the kick, trying to bring it back in the middle, get some blocks over here. Got a penalty flag coming from in the back, but the Wolves trying to get it down the field here and bring it back up here. I do believe that might be Shepard, and it is, but we got a penalty flag all the way back at the 22-yard line, and that one is going to come back.
And that would qualify as a mistake.
Yeah, that's probably one of those blocking the back things back there, the way it came in, because I saw it come in from about the 4-yard line. That referee threw it like he was an old quarterback.
Yeah, and it's away from the play. And
yeah, it was after the play it got ahead, too. You're right, Chris. Good job.
So it's going to end up being a 70-yard penalty. I mean, it could be a backbreaker.
Definitely. All right, so we'll see what that penalty flag is. See what that penalty flag is as we pick it up, and it's going to be against the Wolves, and I'll take it back all the way down to about the 11-yard line. So that's where the Wolves are going to start off with a first down and 10 at the 11. So there's going to be a holding call. Well, not a block in the back, but a holding call there onto the Wolves, and that may have been the reason why Shepard was able to get that breakaway run right there to get up the field for the Wolves, but they're going to start off with a penalty here, and that's just what we talked about here before halftime. You can't have those mistakes, and those mistakes will get you here, and you definitely want to start off, but now you start off with a first down and 10 all the way down at the 11-yard line. So here comes Renfro ready to sit in here, and first play for the Wolves here in the second half. Renfro going to hold it himself, bring it here to the near side, going to pull it down, and he'll take it up at about the 15-yard line. They'll talk to the 14. So make it down a second down and about 7 here for the Wolves. Call it 2nd and 8. Right there, just inside the 15-yard line here for the Wolves. See the field level down there as the Wolves get ready to come together here for a 2nd down and 8 play. All right, so we're in here ready to go. Here is Max Renfro in. Now going to bring the man in motion. Renfro going to hand off first man through, but a great job here by that defense for the Longhorns. They get back there to stuff out that play, and a good job there by the defense. That's going to make a 3rd down and 11 now for the Wolves. So Artlett with the stop right there. He had a little help from a couple of his Longhorn buddies there as they got right there and blocked that one up. And the Wolves not able to get anywhere, losing a couple yards. Going to call it a 3rd down and 11 now for St. Augustine. The ball sitting right there at about the 11-yard line. All right, let's see if Renfro can get his team a first down here. 3rd down and long. Renfro bringing a man in motion here from the right to left side. Going to hand off to the near side here and coming back around the other way. And a good job there by Renfro as he makes some noise and rolls over the top of the defender up across the 20-yard line. That should be enough for a first down there at about the 23-yard line here for the Wolves. First down and 10 here for the Wolves. Get that clock rolling once again, so let's get it started up here. So good job here for the Wolves, but it's awful quiet here on this side. I mean, it's a quiet football stadium here in Centerville on both sides as the Wolves just trying to find some kind of ways. They're trailing by 18. They got to get a good drive here. They got to go down and get some points and make a good stop. Renfro going to look to pass. Going to find him out here in the flat. It's going to be too low onto the pass, and it's going to be a low and incomplete 2nd down and 10 as they try to get it out here into the flat. Looks like that was Bluford they were trying to get it to out there. 2nd down now for the Wolves. All right, so 2nd down and 10 now for the Wolves. 9:35 left to go here in this 3rd quarter. Wolves definitely need to get in here and get some points on the board here. Got to have a good drive. As Bluford in the backfield here. High snap, going to get over Max Renfro's head, going to get away from Renfro, but I think Bluford is able to get back there and wrangle it up. And man, oh man, that is definitely not what the Wolves needed right there. That was just a big mistake because that one goes over the head of the quarterback, and it's a big loss. It's going to take to a 4th down and a cab ride now for the Wolves. So 4th down and a long, long way as the Wolves get all the way back. Inside the 5, it looks like. We're going to put that ball in. No, it looks like it's down there at about the 6-yard line, folks, where it's going to be 6 or 7-yard line. So, a big one there. And this drive had that one run out there to get the first down here. And now take it 2 steps forward and 3 or 4 steps back here are the Wolves. So see what you can do here on a 3rd down and cab right here for St. Augustine as they're going to call a timeout. So the Wolves are going to call a timeout, so we'll take a timeout right along with them. We'll be right back here, folks, as St. Augustine Wolves football as the Axtell leads at 38-20 into the 3rd quarter here on the NETSN. Alrighty, now back here with about about 8:50 left to go here on the clock. And it's going to be a 3rd down and a long way to go here for the Wolves. We're going to put down there a 3rd down and 20, but I think it's a little bit longer than that. All right, so here we go. Now down around the 6-yard line, got to get a big chunk of it back here and see if you can give your kicker some good room here, but maybe you can even pick it up here, set up the screen in the middle of the field, and a good job there by the Longhorns. They were able to get in there and disrupt that, and it's going to be a incomplete pass, and that'll stop it. That's going to be a 4th down now for the Wolves, and here comes a punting situation, and the Longhorns have done an excellent job here on this first drive against the Wolves to shut them down and force negative plays, and now forcing the punt. Going back deep to punt's going to be number 8, Mendoza, for the Longhorns. He'll be standing there at about his 35, 40-yard line as it will be Barrios kicking into the wind. So 4th down and long, and here comes the kick out of the end zone. Good snap. Going to get the kick away. They're going to come out here now to Mendoza, and it's going to take a good bounce by the Wolves. They're just going to let it roll, let it roll, let it roll. It might get out close to midfield. So it'll go down to the 48-yard line. That's where it's going to be a 1st down and 10 here for first down and 10 here for the Longhorns. I'll have it on the 49-yard line of St. Augustine. Good shot right down there on the sideline there by Shires. We're going to move it around there as Leather's going to come out here ready to go in the shotgun. Twin receiver set both sides here. And they've had a lot of success here so far in this game here with this set. So let's see if they can keep things up and going. As we're ready to go here for a 1st down and 10 here for Leathers and the Longhorns. Going to hand off here, bring it here to the near side, but the Wolves right there to ring him up. He'll take it down. They might get a couple. And that'll take it up to about Watson there on the stop here. He's going to take it up, maybe a yard gain there. It's going to be a 2nd down and 9 now coming up for the Longhorns. That clock rolling now, under 8 minutes to go. 2nd down and 9 as the Wolves looking to need to make a stop here. You definitely got to get a stop here. See if you can get a stop right back and get that ball back here from the Longhorns. The Longhorns score here, going to make it even more difficult for the Wolves. That's a nice little pass out there on the wide receiver screen. Good job taking it above the 45-yard line down to about the 44. That'll bring up a 3rd down, and we're going to look at about 5 now for the Longhorns. As just looking to just keep marching it down the field, taking time off the clock as Leathers ready to go. See if he can pick up the 1st down. 3rd down and 5 now for the Longhorns. Handing off over to the right side, enough for a 1st down across the 40-yard line, down into about the 38-yard line for a 1st down for the Longhorns. In on the stop there is Antonio Sudds. Another 1st down here for the Longhorns. They'll have it all the way up to the 38-yard line. Nice another run here once again. Is that number 3, Perkins, I do believe, there onto that run. That's going to bring up a 2nd down and 7. And once again, there's Suds on the stop for the Wolves. 2nd down and 7. As that clock now rolling up under 7 minutes. Leather's going to send it out here into the flat. Got his man there. And a good job here coming up and making a great tackle here for the Wolves. That's number 12. That's J.J. Burrell. Nice job there onto that stop there by Burrell. He read that. He saw that coming, jumped out there, made a great stop. 3rd down and 6 here for the Longhorns. Ball sitting there at the 34-yard line. Now Leathers, once again, checking out the sideline over here. Still plenty of time on the play clock. Just rolling down to about 15 here in this 3rd quarter. And Longhorns, Leathers. Look to hold himself here as he pulls it back out. He's going to be stood up there as he comes here to the near side. It'll be a 4th down. It'll be a 4th down and about 4. As a key watch right there onto the stop there for St. Augustine as we get close, just under 6 minutes to go now. But it's a 4th down and about 4 for the Longhorns. Ball City on the St. Augustine 32-yard line. There's that 4 coming back again. That's not right. All kinds of little ghostly things going on here tonight. That's not right. 38-20 is the score, folks. Here we go. 4th down, and Lever's going to go for it. Throwing it down in the corner, and then nobody there. Is going to be an incomplete pass. So the pass will be incomplete. So that's going to bring up a turnover on downs as the Wolves will get it back. And sorry, folks, we'll get that score fixed. Things have been popping up on me all night long, kind of weird, so we'll get her done here the best we can. There we go. You got to love opening night, though, right? Somehow it went back to 4. I don't know what happened, Joe. Chris left, and he got all kind of crazy there, so that went right. All right, so here we go. As it's a turnover on downs, as the Wolves will get it back now. As Axtell, that was a good job there by the Wolves. They forced a stop just like Axtell did. Now the Wolves got to do something, but they have to take advantage of it. They weren't able to do that in that first half. They made a few mistakes, and then Axtell was able to just take advantage of those and jump out here on a lead. So now that the Wolves, they didn't have a very good first series there. They need to have a good one here and get a touchdown, get a score on the board. Still about a little over 5 minutes to go here in this 3rd quarter. So a long way to go, and especially trailing by 18 here in game number 1 of the season. Tomorrow night, Joe and I will make our way to Sabine, Texas, as we will be there for some Shelbyville Dragon football. All right, so we'll be there tomorrow night, Shelbyville and Sabine. Next Friday, we'll be in Tenny-How, Joaquin and Tenny-How. There we go. All right, so 1st down and 10 now for the Wolves. Ball sitting there at the 31-yard line. Renfro calling for it. Now going to pull it back at home himself. Takes it over to the left side. Plenty of room there for Max. Still on his feet. He's at the 40. 50. Now going to go out of bounds over as he crosses into Axtell territory at about the 48-yard line. 1st down, Wolves. Hutchinson knocks him out of bounds there on that far side. It's a good job there by Renfro. Gets across the midfield stripe, jumps out of bounds. It's 1st down here for the Wolves at the 48-yard line of Axtell. So now trying to find another good play here for the Wolves and see if they can get a score here. If you can do it here in the next minute or so, it's simply beneficial here. As quick as you can do it down 18 right now. All right, so here we go. Pistol formation. And we're going to get a penalty flag out here onto the field. A delay of game.
Send them my way.
So that's going to be a 1st down and 15 now after the penalty foul. As it's a, what do you say, delay a game? Okay, yeah, delay a game. So there we go. All right, so Chris brought me Dr. Pepper here. So, oh, nice job here by the Longhorns. They get in the backfield here and make a great play into the backfield there as Renfro just had nowhere to go. That's going to give a 2nd down and 15. Nice play there by the Longhorns.
Number 7. We've called his number, and we probably should have called his number more than we have. Jimmy Lawson made that play. Stepped up, knew right where the ball was coming.
So we're going to keep it a 2nd down
Yeah, a very long way.
Second down and 14. Renfro rolls out now. Going to look to pass. Got a man out here in the flag. Going to try to find him. It's going to be an incomplete pass. It's going to bring up a third down and 14 now.
His boy number 4 was his first dump off option, a little closer to him. He didn't see him, made the more difficult pass, didn't complete it. Number 4 was wide open. I don't think he'd have gotten very far, but he might have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. As it is, got to get to the 38, and you're on your own 45. That's challenging.
Third down and 16 now for the Wolves with 4:34 to play this ball game.
How far would you go if you were a coach and decide you'd go for it on 4th down? What's your minimum yardage here?
Well, my thing is I'm looking at the scoreboard, and I got to do it. Get the playoff. They just barely get the playoff once again here. Renfro all kinds of time. Going to throw it across the middle. Get you some of that. Welcome to the big boy game, baby. This ain't no middle school ball.
No, number 2.
Adrian Renfro took a smack, but he gets up. I'm sorry, number 12, J.J. Burrell. Woo-hoo.
Quentin Hutchinson.
Hutchinson laying the wood over there.
That's right.
I saw it coming, too, coming across the middle.
Yeah.
4th down.
Receiver never knew it was coming. So now it's 4th down and a lot of real estate. And you're right, they're down 2 scores and moving through the 4th quarter, and suddenly it's a defensive struggle. But they're going to call timeout and talk it over, which is probably a good idea.
Real good idea. But right now, Axtell is pumped up after that hit.
Yeah.
They're up 18, almost all the way through the 3rd quarter. The Wolves got to find something right here. We'll be right back, folks, here.
Home Insurance in Center.
Folks, we're back here and ready to go as it is now a 4th down and about 15 here for the Wolves. Big time here. Got to pick this up as we're getting down to about 4.5 to go into this 3rd quarter. Coach Barnes having a conversation with the ref over there in front of the data cam. All right, so here we go. 4th down and long here for the Wolves. Got to pick it up. Renfro, get some time here. Good job by the line.
Oh, man.
Nice time here by the line. But now got to find somebody. Good zone coverage downfield. Got to throw down. Got his man at the 40-yard line, but knocks it away. He might have been too short there. It was real close.
Yeah, he wouldn't have made it.
He wouldn't have made it there. That's going to be a turnover on downs. And it will be. Good job there by number 6 to break it up.
Lane Woolley.
Yep. So that's going to bring up a 1st down and 10 here now for Axtell as they'll get it right back here. And both teams doing a really good job.
Interesting note up on the scroll, one of the power teams in the world, Gilmer, playing Pine Tree, playing way up, town bigger than them, school bigger than them. They were predicted to win that one. They're down at we're down at halftime here on the Thursday night opener by 13 points. So that's interesting.
Wow.
Looks forward to see how that one turns out.
Yeah, opening night, you want to win on opening night. You want to have a good night. You also want to survive the night too. But you know, you're playing a good Axtell team here, and I'll tell you what, there's been some hitting going on by both these teams. Want to win here. Right now, Axtell has just been able to take advantage of some of the things that they've been given there. So that's what you do. That's what a good football team does. They take those things whenever there's something comes up. And they take advantage of it and put points on the board. So they do. 2nd down and 9 now for the Longhorns. As that clock now rolls under 4 minutes, and they're not going to be in any hurry here to get to the end of this 3rd quarter, already up at 18. So now ready to go here for the Leathers. Bringing a man in motion. Gonna hand out to the man in motion on the jet sweep. Gonna get a block down here on the end. Good job sealing it off. And a good run there by A.J. Fetch as he's made some great plays here tonight. And that's another good one. He's gonna pick up 9 on that play. And it's gonna bring up a 3rd down and about 1 for the Longhorns. And they'll move it down at the 36-yard line of St. Augustine.
Got to get
a
2
stop
feet
here
to the 35, and St. Augustine's got to keep it.
Leathers That's a good job. They had a good job. Oh, nice job by one of the linebackers of blitzing right up there, but he just missed him as Leather's going to come up with the first down there.
I liked what you said about finding ways to attack. We talked to Coach Horn about that before the game.
Well, you know, how we're going to attack people offensively. You know, it's an unknown. You know, we got a great quarterback, we got good receivers, but.
Complete that thought after this play.
Leather's ready to go. Trip receiver set over to the far side. First down and 10 here, and we're going to get a stoppage of play there.
And a flag.
A flag on the play. False start.
Okay, so that helps St. Augustine a little bit. But Coach Horn was saying, we think we know what we're going to do on offense, but really it's the St. Augustine's going to determine that for us. So I wanted him to complete this thought.
You know, a lot of how your season navigates is how people attack you. And so what are they going to do to try to take away the pass, or what are they going to try to do to take away the run?
And that's what we've seen. They're able to adjust so far.
Right. Nice job here this time by the Wolves defense as they wrap him up there at the line of scrimmage at about the 40-yard line there as Taylor Perkins gets nowhere. He's going to bring up a third down now and a 15. Make that second, I'm sorry. Second and 14 now for the Longhorns. And the ball sitting right about the 40-yard line of St. Augustine. That clock rolling down to the 2 minutes.
High school super fan Crisco Bragg sends us a note. He says, hey, D. Renfro didn't come back out for St. Augustine. He's out of the game, came out of the locker room with a towel on his head. It may be someone else is wearing his jersey, but he's not playing, and that's a big blow for St. Augustine.
D. Renfro's number 2, Max is number 7, so we're good with that. There's a nice pass out there. What a great catch out there by the intended receiver. He gets it in. What a nice job putting the ball in the right spot and making a great catch there. And that is number 33 on the catch there, and Klinika. And it looks like we got an injured St. Augustine Wolf down onto the field. So we're going to take a stop here, but this should be enough for a first down, I do believe there. That was a great play. He just kind of reached out there and snagged it on a great shot there by Leathers. All right, so with about 1:30 left to go here into this third quarter, we're going to take a break, folks. We're going to come back, and we'll be right back here on NETSN.
That's because the Black Taco Man is on the food trailer serving up great food up and down the Piney Woods area. The Cajun Hot Grill, the Black Taco Man, serving it up in St. Augustine.
Struggling with mobility, chronic pain, work, or sports injury? At Azalea Orthopedics, our team of highly trained physicians specialize in complete orthopedic care, pain management, sports medicine, physical medicine, and rehabilitation. If you've sustained a bone or joint injury, have mobility or movement problems, struggle with pain, contact Azalea Orthopedics. We're conveniently located across East Texas, serving 18 counties. When visiting your doctor, urgent care, or hospital, you have a choice. Demand Azalea. At Azalea Orthopedics, your health is our priority.
Texas, it's football season. The lights, the crowds, the rivalries. Every Friday night is game day. But here at CDL Training Academy, when it comes to your future, every single day is game day. Just like on the field, success behind the wheel takes discipline, focus, and safety. We train champions of the road. And here's the winning play. We're a TPST certified school. That means you test right here, in-house. No delay of games, no flags, just results. Stop sitting on the sidelines. Your season starts now. Get trained, get tested, and get on the road with a career that pays like a championship win. Call CDL Training Academy today at 903-6.
Alrighty, folks, we're back here after the injury timeout, and injured player leaving the field under his own power. Good to see, as we have now a first down and 10 here for the Longhorns as they come to the line now at the 25-yard line. Leather's going to hand out a little pitch up the middle here. It's going to be straight ahead, hardcore running up above the 20-yard line down to the 18-yard line now. Jalen Jackson, the linebacker back there for the St. Augustine Wolves. And also, folks, as you're watching the game here today, and I may not catch all of it, I'm going to go back and look at it too. Remember, we got the Dog Award going now. The Larry Pierce Dog Award. I got this chain that's heavy. I mean, this ain't no plastic chain. This ain't no middle of the mall stuff. This is a big heavy duty stuff. This is called the Dog Award. We're going to have an award at the end of the year. So nominate them. Get to my page and just tell me who you think is the dog tonight of the ball game. Here we go, Leathers. First down, or second down is short. Taking it right back up in the middle there is Perkins once again.
Down to 35 seconds to go in the quarter, and good interior defense like all day long with St. Augustine, but watch it now. Third down, and they need only 3 yards in the Sandy Cox State Farm red zone, and they're milking the clock, and you think for Axtell, they don't have to snap it again.
Yeah, they don't have to snap it here before the end of the fourth quarter.
They go down and score and make it a 3-score game. And St. Augustine, when we come back, they're missing some players. We just saw an injury to a critical player 2 plays ago. Number 2 is out of the game. Came in to the stadium after halftime with his away jersey on. So a lot of the big guns are silenced now in the second part of this game.
Yep, so we're going to take it back here, and we'll come back for the fourth quarter. It's on the way here on NETSN.
Savings Bank, you can always expect a smiling face.
Critical part of the game, especially if you're a St. Augustine fan. Third down and short, backs against the end zone in the red zone. Axtell ready to snap it. Bench, the ones that are standing up are for the most part your reserves, and on the field they look like they just don't have an answer. And then, gosh, in the first half they were just rolling.
Yeah, they were doing a good job during that first half, just not able to take care of some of the things here, and just too many little bit of things happen here, and that's going to be a low throw into the ground. That'll be an incomplete pass. That'll bring up a third down.
And take note of who the quarterback is, number 14.
As that is, don't have that on the
I may be wrong about the quarterback, but it's not number 7.
Right. See what we got in here running the quarterback here, just a few seconds. That is Max Renfro back in there.
Okay.
Max Renfro back in there. Take a lot to keep Max out. All right, here's the senior quarterback going to pull it down now. He's going to run it right back up the middle, try to break one tackle here. He'll get above, it'll be right at the 40-yard line. And that's going to bring up now a third down, make that a fourth down at about 8.
And that same right foot is bothering him. He had a burst, but when he came down, it hurt again. And given the situation of the game, even though it's fourth and what is it, 8, 7?
Yeah, 4th and 7 or 8 now. You got to pick it up though. I mean, you're behind. Yeah, 26 points. You got to do everything here. Yeah.
With a wounded quarterback and most of his starting skills players on the bench hurt.
Yeah, going to have to be a good offensive line here. See if they can give him some time. He can throw it out, and that's going to. He's just not able to get a good throw off of that back leg.
Yeah, it's the back leg that's hurt.
Yep.
And
that's
wow.
Going to be the reason right there. So, yeah. All right, so it's going to be a turnover on downs. It'll be a first down and 10 here for the Axtell Longhorns. Guess we'll get Shires Saws down there. I don't know. It's offline again. It's been up and down tonight. I don't know. And like
our,
I said,
our replay is something that requires internet. It's not just a button.
Yeah, it's something. And we've had some internet issues that's gone in and out on us tonight, folks. I so apologize to you. We've done everything we can. It's just, that's how it is sometimes.
We need to go to Woody's and buy some internet.
That's something. All right, here we go. As we get back to it. First down and 10 here now for the Longhorns. They take over after the turnover on downs. That clock rolling. As about 8.5 to go here, and they're just going to put it down here on the ground. And a nice job, Jalen Jackson coming up with a good stop there on the tackle.
And did you see number 50 coming into the play late because they're they're having to completely adjust their lineup here in the fourth quarter, and he barely made it on the field before the play started.
James Parrish checking into the ball game here for Coach Cloudy in that defense.
Yeah. And now he checks out, but he came out and put in a play because they didn't have enough guys on the field.
That's Osby, number 50, coming out. All right, so here we go as it's a 2nd down and 8 now for the Longhorns. Here's a snap, going to throw it over to Feathers. Leathers going to pitch it off over there, and there's a nice little run, turning the corner there. Is that number 13, Cross Williams? And it looks like he may have enough for a first down as he takes it above the 30-yard line down to the 27. First down and 10 here for the Longhorns.
There are interested people on watching the game. I'm not really sure where they are, but several Joaquin players who are not playing tonight came to watch their district rivals. They're the team they met in the regional finals, and more on that here after the snap.
Scattered amongst the crowd. And,
yeah.
Coming out here to see.
They're not wearing blue.
No. Being incognito.
Yeah, right.
And, one of those young men, I'm going to tell you what, that Joaquin team is looking solid. They're going to be one of a rough, tough team to be messing with again this year. Nice little job on underneath the wide receiver pass, and it's going to be a nice, you're going to break it into the touchdown.
Just broke it and stayed up.
Nice job down the field there on the touchdown. I thought they maybe was going to stop it there once he got about the 5 or 6 yard line, but the Wolves not able to pick him up right there. And that'll make it a 52-20 ball game. See if we had that replay, see what it looked like. Nice little bounce out run there. I mean, that was just a great job there. Is that number 14, Arlett? And I made a couple of moves there and takes it in for the score.
Axtell having the benefit of playing against some folks that didn't expect to be in the game in the fourth quarter, and it shows.
Yeah, but Axtell's done everything they're supposed to do here tonight, folks. And Leather's going to take it in on a nice little 2-yard jump, and that'll take it into a 54-20 ball game here. As that clock will continue to roll. We'll get down to about 6 minutes. They're going to let it roll. So we'll take a break, folks, and we'll come right on back here. All right, folks, as you saw right there, the Shelby County Animal Shelter, that's Happy Tales Adoption Center, and these are some wonderful folks. The Ellswicks and all these other people did that. And I tell you what, I just love that place. If you can donate anything to help out, or adopt or foster to help out these wonderful folks, please do. We sure appreciate you. All right, here we go. The nice long kickoff there. It's going to be taken at the 10-11 yard line. Coming to back up the field here now. He's going to find a little bit of room for the St. Augustine Wolves, but it's going to be a nice job there as he was taken down at about the 40-yard line. Was that a Key Watts? Once again, that's a good tackle there by number 12, A.J. Fetch. But if he didn't wrap him up, I think he'd have been gone.
Yeah, he had a seam. He had a moment of daylight. Yeah, well, I was talking about Joaquin folks being around. They're looking, they're scouting. Joaquin in some polls as high as number 3 in the state. You got Shiner and Ganado, who are in the same district at 1 and 2. And then Joaquin is in the mix again, but they know they're going to have to get past St. Augustine in their own district. And I think they know. They saw the first half and went, yeah, that's a team. I don't think they're making a lot of judgments about what they're seeing in the second half because they're reeling from injury.
Yeah, they're seeing. They know what this team is about. They're ready for it. There's another one. Look at that
fumble that literally was caught. Caught it in the air.
Pumped it right in the air. That's the 4th turnover, I believe, by the Wolves tonight. And boy, I tell you what. Here's what I remember. I don't want to be at practice on Monday.
No.
You can have practice on Monday.
But that's another heck of a hit.
That was a nice hit right there.
That fumble, the ball went straight up in the air. Axtell came to play tonight. And another note about St. Augustine, their excellent quarterback hurt that ankle last season. He was able to come back in time for district. But, hurt it again last week against Alto. So he came in hoping that the ankle would hold, and it looks like it's just not.
Yeah,
so that's a concern.
It's going to have to relax a little bit here
Yeah.
and just take, that first week, you get a lot of bumps and bruises here. One team could be a little more than the other. That's kind of the way it's unfortunately went here tonight. But the Wolves are going to bounce back. They're going to be okay. They're a tough, resilient football team, and they're going to be okay. We got a long season to go.
And I know they have got tough, resilient coaches for sure.
Yeah. And they, I tell you what, they do not like this for sure, but Axtell has done everything they're supposed to do. This is a good football team, and coaches got them rolling around like, look at this, another good run on that left side. And, I mean, that's just it. They've just been picking and pulling and finding little places here and there. Like I said Elway, but it kind of seeing some Manning stuff. I'm sorry, I'm not saying to say he's like Peyton Manning, but I mean, that's kind of the way he plays. Dink, dunk here and there. Find your spots, move around a little bit, and then go.
Yeah.
So that's what I like about Leathers. Of course, he's going to play baseball, but he likes to play baseball better, I guess.
The old West Coast type.
Yeah, exactly.
And I like watching the patterns. He looks like they flood the field with a short option, a medium option, a deep option, and if they're all covered, he has a dump.
Right.
That's what Bill Walsh did. He just gave Joe Montana and Steve Young a lot of options and said, you're smart and athletic, go make it happen.
Exactly.
Good defense on the second down run, almost no gain, third down and short. But the clock they're not stopping it. They're down to a minute.
Yeah, it's going to let it roll. We'll get down to about a minute to go here. All right.
Stick around for the Aurora Concepts post-game show. It won't be long. I don't think we're going to have interviews because we're just a little shaky on our audio.
Yeah, it's been kind of in and out on us tonight, folks. And we want to say thank you to the good folks at Centerville. Nothing that they had there, and it's nobody's fault. It's just internet. That's the way it goes sometimes.
That's the way it goes.
But we thank the folks at Centerville. They've been awesome here tonight. We've won it for nothing. Everything we've needed, they've taken care of for us. Here's a no score for you as they wrap it up. White House 30, Chapel Hill 6. That's a surprise
stunning.
to me, man.
Yeah.
Absolutely it is. And on the way home, we get to watch the eclipse. Uh-oh, that's going to get away. That's probably the first thing that I've seen since the first half that has gone wrong here for the Longhorns.
And it's the last play. That gives the coaches something to gripe about.
Ricky
Looks
Gonzalez,
like we'll wrap
the new
this
quarterback in there. Yeah, they're going to wrap that up.
And the Eclipse is brought to you by Batters Law. No, wait, no, not the Eclipse.
There you go.
But the scoring update brought to you by Batters. If your case matters, it's got to be Batters. All right, it's a disappointment for the St. Augustine Wolves here on opening night on a Thursday. We'll be back to wrap it up with the Aurora Concepts post-game show after this.
Oops, that's not right. This one.
At Aurora Concepts, we offer full-service primary care. And we provide physicals for student athletes for every sport. Aurora Concepts, let us take care of you.
It doesn't matter if you need a truck tire or if you need a car tire. If you need a tire, you call Joaquin Tire. Joaquin Tire Shop provides new and used tires, along with oil changes and 24-hour road service. Stop and see them on Highway 7 in Joaquin.
All right, we're back here to wrap it up in Aurora Concepts post-game show, and we do the part of this too is we do the East Texas Motor Company Player of the Game, and man, I tell you what, I kind of like Fetch, I kind of like Leathers, both out there for Axtell. For the San Augustine Wolves, they had some good players out there. I thought Dieter did get till he went out there as well. So,
yeah, number 7.
Yeah, but Max Renfro is probably going to be my player of the game there on the guys on the San Augustine side. For the Axtell Longhorns, like I said, maybe you go between Fetch and Leathers there between those two. I think probably
if we did Axtell games often, Leathers would be. You could have the player of the game every day. But since we're not doing Axtell every night,
right,
I'd give him player of the game.
Right, exactly. All right, so as we get back here, just ready to wrap this up here, as that's our East Texas Motor Company Player of the Game. And I want to say thank you to Centerville once again for getting us all hooked up out here, and the good folks at Axtell and St. Augustine letting us be here for the game. And like I said, a little bit of trouble with the internet, folks, but I think we got it kind of worked out and did the best we could here on opening night. But that's just the way it's going to kind of go. We'll see you tomorrow night for more football here. The Piney Woods broadcast. We will go to Sabine for Shelbyville and Sabine to start off over there. You
get to travel away.
Yeah, I get to travel a little bit. You're at home against the Center Rough Riders take on Van. Is that the start of it?
It is, and Van eliminated us from the playoffs last year, where we scored 98 points combined. They beat us 50-48 in overtime.
Oh, wow.
On a 2-point conversion, and we get them on opening night, almost like Monday Night Football does. You know, you or Thursday Night Football, you pit the champions together if you can. Well, we weren't the champions, but we get to open with the team we closed, and they get to come to center. We haven't beaten them in the last 3 tries. They're on a 3-game winning streak, so we'll see about that. But the big news is it's the beginning of the Jack Alvarez era, and we're hoping for good things from them.
Yeah, that's going to be a little bit of stuff going on right there, too. And hopefully we'll be able to get in some coaches shows in the next couple of weeks. We'll be lining that up, too. So
we'll learn stuff. That'll be after Labor Day.
Right, exactly.
Coming up soon.
I know a lot of people ask me about the Piney Woods shows like we did last year. And unfortunately, folks, my schedule's changed a little bit with another addition of more work.
Yeah, which is a good thing.
It's a good thing. So it makes it a little bit more difficult. So we're going to see if we can do some of that lineup coming up here later on. But that's going to wrap it up here for us. Chris Shires, Joe Elmer, Larry Pierce, Axtell, St. Augustine started off here. And Axtell.
For those and just a closing word from you about St. Augustine, because I know you've been following them in Texas longer than anybody, right. And I know you have a word of encouragement for them.
I do. You know, I know I've been in situations like this before you came in with all the hype and all this stuff, hearing about this and that and all the other. And you came in and you played a really good football team. And you notice what this football team did. That's what you need to do. You need to look and see, not mirror those guys, but you got to play. You're not playing perfect football. Those guys don't play perfect football, but you got to clean it up.
Yeah.
You got to be that.
That's right.
That's the reason why you practice.
They were more accurate.
You got to be more accurate. You got to be right there, and you got to play consistent. And I know that these guys are going to. They're a good team. They got good coaches. They respond to their coaches, and they're good young men. And they just took a thump tonight, and it might be the best thing they could have.
That's true.
They couldn't run the whole thing. Now this might have just
very
lit
well
the fire.
could.
I mean, you never know.
If they get healthy, I'm concerned about the bumps and bruises. I don't know how serious they are. I hope they're not.
Yeah, I think they're going to be nice and healthy. But once they get into that district, that's when you need to worry about going to that district healthy. Yeah. Because you need to win those a couple games in that district to get in. So
it's a good-looking shot, by the way.
It's going to be a good one right there.
Team.
I love those jerseys as well. All right, so that's the way it's going to end up here. But the Wolves going to be all right, folks. They just took a lump here tonight that they didn't want to take, and we'll see if they can bounce back next week. We'll see you tomorrow night. Center and Van on NETSN, all kinds of games on the NETSN network, and we'll be in Sabine for Shelbyville and of the Cardinals. Have a wonderful night, folks. We're out of here. Bye.